So like about that, I got a call. Yeah. So yeah, Anapostolic Virus goes into how Hitler was a JOO in his real name Sugar. And now you remember who did these elites use, okay, to put the so-called JOO over there in that land? That bastard that dwells in Ashdod right now, man. Okay, this guy through World War II, through the night of broken glass, where there's just a lot of glass that was broken, and for some odd reason they were taking people out of their homes and other things like that, and then Zyklon B, typhus, and all these things are going on, and these getaway areas were built up to put you know it's crazy I gotta talk like this, but they're putting 6 million Jews in certain places, and they were which there weren't even really 6 million Jews over there in Germany at the time, and all these things. I mean, they might take them a page, man. I Lord's will they don't take it down, but I don't know. Anyways, uh, you know, they lied. Okay, they lied. Which I'm not. Fuck it. They fucking lied, bro. Okay, and there's a common knowledge now. Even these other Edomites, they're starting to come to the fact that Hitler and the whole million Jews thing is a lie. The six, you know, gazillion JOOs who died is a lie. Okay, during the HALAL. I remember as a kid. Which I'm not trying to. Let me actually grab a script. I'm not just gonna keep on fucking speaking. This is Psalm 51. No. Oh, there we go. Psalm 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay. Now that word astray there is the eye. It says go astray to deceive of sin, which is H8542. Okay. Now that word estranged is stranger, which is H2114, which is Zawar. Okay. Now, yeah, this nigga, he goes as soon as he be born speaking lies. Okay. Now, World War II is really a land grab for the so-called JOO. But remember, they had these things built in to play because you have something what is known as Albert Pike. Let's see. Albert Pike World War predictions. I wish I can find it. Lord's will I find it. Man, oh man. Boy, oh boy. Oh, there we go. Albert Pike letter to Mazzini. Haha, there we go. Letter to Mazzini. So everything is set up, okay? Everything is set up. I hope it actually pulls up. Hopefully I'm actually able to find it. It's an image. Let's see. Man, what the fuck is this, bro? Can you just pull up like a PDF or something? Like, why the fuck does it have to be like this? Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. 1 second, Akim. I wasn't expecting to grab this, but it's just what the spirit had me grab. Bro, what the fuck? There we go. Call halal, man. Like, what the fuck? See full PDF. Are you? I got it. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So we have a Alvar Pike letter to Mazzini. The following letter, the Illuminati plan for 3 world wars, August 15th, 1871. Now, if you don't know who Alvar Pike is, he's like some fucking Satanist that, all these goddamn higher luminaries look up to, and lower luminaries. Some of these fucking witches and warlocks look up this nigga too, bro. So take it for his. I believe he was also a 33rd degree Mason, so revolving that world, that world's wicked as all hell, so you're all fucking Satanists. You're a Freemason, man. Fuck you. It says the following is a letter. Ooh, I might have to look that one up. It's 1222. Gotta grab them that wisdom. Anyway, it says the following letter. The speculation claimed that Albert Pike wrote to Giuseppe Mazzini in 1871 regarding a conspiracy involving 3 world wars that were planned in an attempt to take over the world. The Pike letter to Giuseppe Mazzini was on display in the British Library in London in 1977. This letter has been claimed by many internet sites to reside in the British Library in London, which denies the letter's existence. Of course it does. It says Giuseppe was an Italian revolutionary leader of the mid-1800s as well as a director of the Illuminati. Albert Pike, historical Mason figure, was a third degree Freemason, occultist, and Grand Master, and a creator of the Southern jurisdiction of Masonic Scottish Rite Order. Following are apparently extracts from the letter showing how the 3 world wars have been planned for many generations, going back to World War I, as you went to Revelations, the 9th chapter. It says, the First World War must be fought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the czars in Russia and making that country a fortress of aesthetic communism. The divergence caused by Anchor agents of the Illuminati between British and Germanic empires Germanic empires will be used to format this war. At the end of the war, communism will be built and used in order to destroy other governments in order to weaken other religions, to weaken the religions. Which, these higher luminaries, okay, they understand, and they're JOOs, okay. These Rothschild, DuPonts, Gettys, they're all Amalekites, man, okay. So the only religion they're really trying to do, we're not really religious. We believe we come from a nation of people. The only nation of people they're trying to destroy is the nation Israel, okay. But they understand that what Israel has been scattered. So the Second World War must be formed by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and political Zionists. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionists must be strong enough to institute a sovereign state in Israel and Palestine. Oh, so once again, okay, now who do they use to do such a task but their own son, Hitler? Okay, so I'm gonna read some of this and then actually read somewhere in the Psalms 58 chapter. Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like a poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which should not hearken to the voice of charmers. Charming never so lightly. Who are the charmers? The prophets. Okay. Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions. O YAHAWAH, let them melt away as the waters which run continually. And when he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. As a snail which melted, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Yeah, Lord's gonna destroy these fucking devils, man. Okay. You're gonna be brought to that fucking pit as it goes into Isaiah 24 chapter, man. The Lord's gonna do a heavy ass whooping upon you Edomites, bro. Alright, because these plans that you see, these world wars, they're all planned out, man. Okay? Because all wars are what? Bankers' wars. Let's see if I can grab that. It's a book. It's actually a movie, but here's actually a quote by Rothschild. Let's see if I can grab it. Which, I mean, I'm not sure if it necessarily has a quote. It says, I served in the commission ranks from second lieutenant to major general, and during that time period, I spent most of my time being a high-class muscle man for big business, for Wall Street, and for bankers. In short, I was a racketeer for capitalism. I suspect that I was now just a part of a racket at the time, and I am sure of it. What the fuck? War is a racket. Only a small inside group knows what it is about. It is conducted for the benefit of very few at expense price of many. Very many, yeah, exactly. There's another one I want to grab. If my sons didn't want war, there would be none. And I have a few more quotes. See. It says, this is from Guadalupe Schnapper Rothschild, or Gutley Schnapper. God damn, that's a JOO name if I heard one. Rothschild, 1753 to 1849. Damn, this bitch almost lived to be 100 years old. What the fuck? She was 96. Oh my good lord. But I mean, that's what you get when you have the best everything. You know, you live long lives. Anyways, it says, here's why we're gonna do what? Eternal. Okay, you're not gonna die in the kingdom of heaven. It says, if my sons did not want wars, there would be none. So there would be no wars, man. Okay. Which is Meyer M. Rothschild, or Redshield's wife. There's another one I want. Best to buy when blood is running in the streets. In the street. Is by another Rothschild. This is by Baron Rothschild. It says, buy when there is blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. Now, where does this come from? Why would he say something like that? Because he used his own to bring blood into, through Germany, through Hitler. Okay, it says the Nazi fascists had their own Hitler. Adolf Alois, born in 1889, son of his father, Alois Hitler, 1837 to 1903, and his mother, Clara Hitler, 1860 to 1907, who bore the surname before marriage, Polizul. I should have known that the pedigree of Adolf Alois. There was one small juicy detail. His father, Alois Hitler, was an illegitimate son in his parents' family until 1876, until the age of 29, where he bore the surname of his mother, Marie Ann Schicklgruber, German Schicklgruber. In 1842, Alois' mother, Mary Schicklgruber, married the miller Johann Greg Heidler, who died in 1857. Alois Schicklgruber's mother died even earlier in 1847. In 1976, Alois Schicklgruber gathered 3 witnesses who were at his guest confirmed Johann Greg Heidler, who died 19 years ago, was Alois' real father. This perjury gave grounds for the latter to change his mother's surname, Schicklgruber, to his father's surname, Heidler, which, when records in the book registrations of births, was changed to J-double-ish, Hitler. Historians believe that this change in spelling of the Heidler name to Hitler was not accidental typo. Adolf Hitler, 29-year-old father, Alois, thus distanced himself from being related to his stepson, Johann Greg Heidler. What for? Who was his real father? Partly, the answer to the last question and contained in the documents represented. The historians claim that Alois Schicklgruber, Hitler, was an illegitimate son of one of the financial kings of the Rothschild family. So, if so, then Adolf Hitler turns out was also related to Rothschilds. Obviously, the Rothschild banking family knew this very well, and therefore provided generous financial assistance to Hitler in the 30s of the 20th century in becoming his Führer of the German nation. So there you have it, man. Okay, Everything pumps together for the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Everything comes together for the will of the Heavenly Father, ready from World War I to World War II, and now you're going to see it in World War III. And the main goal of what World War III is for the Heavenly Father to deliver his people. And really all these wars, everything happens for the Lord to deliver Israel out of the land of their captivities. Okay, mainly here in Babylon the Great, aka America. But that's what I have today. Akim, hopefully as well as edifying those who enjoyed it. With that, I want to say Shalom and call Yahawaha, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom, Akim.